I can find anything out that may have to go through.
Yeah, I said fuck Xbox, fuck all this Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say, I double dip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double dip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is the motherfucking boss. And we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yum. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it, Say what, say what, say what, say what.
There is computing. Users will be able to play their favorite games seamlessly. Gamers will be able to find a place to play in different spaces. While PlayStation will remain our core product, we will expand our gaming experiences to PC, mobile, and cloud.
Woo! Demo Flow Gaming here, Poppy. What's going on? Happy Friday to all of you, man. Welcome back to the show. We out here. We active in these streets. Happy Friday, the third thing. So I'm guessing y'all horror game lovers are gonna be having a blast today, dressing up and all that shit, weird shit that y'all do. But shout out to y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming to the show. We have a special one today. We got, a lot of fire and heat coming through with Power Boss in the house as well. What's going on, Poppy? How you doing?
Oh, you know it. We getting it on today.
Hell yeah. We getting it on until 6 in the morning. Cause man, the state of play yesterday. Let's go. We're gonna talk about that, man. That's gonna be crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of ponies must be feeling a little nervous right now. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. And we're gonna, obviously get into a state of play. And there's a whole lot of news as well going on, in the gaming industry in general. So we're gonna be covering those here, and we're gonna be having so much fun because this is all about like having fun, right? This is entertainment. This is for you to have a good time while you do what you do on your Friday mornings. All right, so let's get it. We got next year Nero in the house. It's the first one here, and he says, "Let's have a good show, fellas." So he got the evil emoji in there. So I don't know if he's expecting for me to cook somebody, but we'll see. We got Miguel Diaz in the house, man, ready to see the salt on the state of multiplat. God damn it. Power Balls as well here. Today is gonna be fun and funny. Extremely funny Power Balls because there's some shit going on, man. Woo!
You won't even know, man. Let's go, says Miguel Diaz. E-Ranks in the house as well. Let's go. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday and happy St. Valentine's, right? Because I'm not going to be here for St. Valentine's. I'm not going to be, having any present social media, none of that. I have something very, very special going on. And I wanted to break the news. So I'm having another baby. So there you go. Having another baby. I'm fucked. But let's go. I'm extremely happy about the news. Tomorrow we found out the sex. We found out what's it going to be, whether it's going to be a boy or girl. So that's exactly what's going on in my life. And that's the way I'm celebrating Valentine's. And I'm extremely excited for that. But have a great Valentine's. If you don't have a date, man, we'll get some baby oil, some tissues. You know what I mean? Get it done. You already know the deal. Hell, love yourself, bro. And look, hey, if you want to ask somebody out, now is the time. Go ahead and shoot your shot, man. Go in the DM, slide, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and say, listen, I want to take you out. It is what it is. If this person want to be with you or not, who gives a shit? Move on to the next one. There's plenty of profiles to pick from. Don't dwell too much on that shit. Love yourself, because I think everybody here is beautiful in their own way, and everybody everybody's amazing in their own way. So don't feel like, nobody want to be with me and shit. Don't be feeling like that. Trust me, there's always somebody out there who might be putting their eyes on you and you don't even know about it. So go out there, shoot your shot, bro. Don't be scared about being rejected. I'm tired of being rejected, bro. Like when I was growing up, getting into the game, I used to go out to the clubs. I asked a bunch of girls out. A bunch of them told me no, but guess what? A bunch of them told me yes. You know what I'm saying? So it's about like going ahead and shooting your shot, building your confidence, and going out and giddy. That's it. Simple. So shout out to E-Rams as well. Still saying, I'm still blown away by the unbelievable levels of meat that State of Play was. Holy shit. They Reezy in the building as well, man. What's going on, Poppy? He said, Pony love. And I said, Ponies, I love you too. You know what I'm saying? They're Reezy in the house. Them on Power Balls. I shot, I sent a DM to Desire, so he might show up. And, maybe later. I don't know.
Desire is working today.
Oh, he's working today? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to Desire. Go ahead and follow him. I did see him yesterday streaming the State of Play, but I wasn't able to watch it. Okay. I wasn't able to watch it. So because I was at work, definitely. So we got their Reezy as well. Congratulations, Demo. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate that. Salacious Salt. What's up, Demo Power Boss chat? And congratulations on the baby. Thank you so much, man. Another one like DJ Kali, and I'm in trouble. Another one. No, I've been watching a lot of like WrestleMania from like back in the day, the 80s and 90s, early days, right? And bro, they wouldn't be able to air that shit today. How crazy it was back in the day. And this guy, I think it's Gorilla, one of the narrators. I don't know if you guys remember. The probably old school person. And then he's always, every time that somebody do a clothesline, he's like, clothesline and a beauty. And I'm thinking to myself, like, when I got the news that I'm going to have another baby, it's like, damn, another baby and a beauty. I'm like, I'm taking it like, like that is so funny. But, that's life, man. Shout out to you, man. There Reese says, I might get fired if I shoot my shot. Hey, man, listen. Money, you don't mess around with money, bro. Take care of your job. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna shoot your shot with somebody at work, make sure that you do it in the most respectful way possible. Like, listen, I'm in love with you. Get on your knees with a flower, some shit. Like, I don't know, something like that. But if you're just about clapping and cheeks and it's not serious, I'd suggest you to stay away from that. And even if it is serious, it's going to bring you trouble at the end of the day. So I don't even know what to advise you, bro. Like, I would, just go ahead and keep doing my thing at work, and don't shoot your shot, I don't know. Take it on somebody else. I don't know. Take it on somebody else. You shoot 80 for 20, Demo. Yeah, but it's better to shoot 80 for 20 than shooting 0 for 0. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes for you to get, the yes or not, whatever. But if you don't try, man, it's like, what the fuck is the point, bro? You have to try it. You have to try and don't get discouraged for trying and failing. That's, as a man, that's something that we have to deal with like regularly. Even like when you go on job interviews, it's the same concept. You don't, I mean, I want to work at Publix, for example, right? That's not the only job application that I'm going to send. You have to send multiple to different places because we're talking about money here. We're talking about survival. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing here. You can, be in love with, I don't know, Mariah Carey, just to shoot a name out there. But, you're going to have to go out with little Stephanie from the dollar store because Mariah Carey is, unreachable to you. So you got to, doesn't mean that if Mariah Carey, shows up, you're not going to shoot your shot to. I'm just saying, be realistic as well. God of War, Sons of Sparta capture on PS5 Pro. Wow, I'm impressed. Holy shit. No, we got to talk about that. And I think I seen Sean and Dirt reaction going around on Twitter. Ponies are crying for that one. And I don't know if I can find it. Maybe Barbados can find it, but I didn't bookmark it or nothing. I just seen it. I was laughing because the reaction they had is literally the same one that I had. Okay, honestly. We got Ace.
No, the only reaction I've seen was from Gara, Desire, myself, and Doc Dark.
Say what? Can you say that again? Sorry. Got cut off.
The only people that I've seen the reaction to the Sons of Sparta, aside from people on Twitter, is myself, Gara, Desire, and Doc Dark.
Oh, I have to see Desires. Oh shit, that's gonna be funny, bro. Shout out to East00 in the house. Simon Flo is a coked up hater of superior PlayStation. Holy shit, man. I don't know why you sound just right now like a corporate slave. Look, I'd rather be Simon Flo than a corporate slave any time of day, man. Hey, Bob, thank you for tuning in, man. I love all my fans. 6 in the house as well. Good morning, gamers. Good morning, gamers. Lycos45 saying God of War so demo. Shit. That I'm lying on Sony. How am I lying on Sony? Everybody saw a state of play. I don't know. My God. Oh my God. Anyways, we got Adidas 20 member for 22 months. And he said, just landed in Sin City. Catch a replay and see y'all next month around the 13th. Let's go. That's around my birthday, though.
I just want to put this out there for East 00. We haven't even started the show and started talking about it. How are we lying or hating on Sony at all? You don't know what we're going to say.
He doesn't know, but stay tuned, bro. And stay tuned. I like Sony because they make games and I love games. So why am I going to hate? I don't know. It's like you liking sneakers and hating Nike or Adidas, or like you loving cars, but you hate the new Tesla or something. I'm like, do you really love what you love? Or you just love I don't know. You were like, I don't know. It's weird, bro. You guys are weird, man. I'm that Ninja 67 in the house, man. What's going on, Poppy? What's up, Demo? Salacious Salt, Superior PlayStation. I guess thanks for all the multi-plat. I mean, let's keep it real and let's start there. Okay. When you look at this state of play, where are the PlayStation first-party games? Look, they show you Ghost of Tsushima, and if I go back in the trailer, they announced a new mode for the game. They couldn't even show you the mode. So let's start there. Why don't you start demanding better on PlayStation? And look, I'm not saying that the Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yote is bad. All I'm saying is they announced a new mode and they didn't even show you gameplay. And it's right here because I'm actually playing the state of play here on the thing. Look, this is a Ghost of Yote new mode and they don't show you any gameplay. It's just like a graphic thing. I don't even know. They show you this. Like if you're showing me a new mode and it's co-op, I want to see gameplay of 2-3 players, battling a boss or something like that. These are the shit that you need to start asking PlayStation to do better. Not me, bro. I'm just out here. I'm just the messenger. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate on me. This is what they gave you. You know, this is what they gave you. Boom, boom, that's it, boom. Yeah, se acabó. That, done. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I get it. A new mode for the game, awesome. But what the fuck is going on? What are the rest of the games? They show God of War, right? The trilogy is going to be remade. Awesome. Now I just hope that they stay true to the actual games that were amazing on the PlayStation 2. You know what I'm saying? The original trilogy that we all know and love. You know, I just hope that they stay true to that. How do you feel about that, Paul Boss? Do you see that thing? The God of War remake of the trilogy?
I was actually surprised, and I think E-Ranks hits it right on the head. You know, everybody's been asking them for the remake of the trilogy for the Greek saga 1, 2, and 3 for years now. And this was the year to do it because it was their 20th anniversary for God of War.
Yeah.
And the announcement was that they're only just now starting the development for it. That's what gets me.
Yeah, that's the same way I think. So what were they doing?
And what E-Ranks said, I think hits the nail on the head. By the time that remake trilogy comes out, unless they literally flop it, which I hope they don't, because the remake of the Greek trilogy is some of the best. It probably the best of the franchise,
bro.
That they're going to not see until the PS6.
Yeah, those games are literally amazing, and they didn't need a remake, in my opinion, in the sense that I hope that they remake this game. Okay, let me rephrase that. I hope they remake these games and keep it true to what the original games were, rather than getting another third person over the shoulder, you know, God of War type game. I mean, that's just my opinion. That's just where I stand. But if they do it in the modern way, which is like the third person over the shoulder type thing, and if they do a good job and they keep it like, okay, like I remember playing this back in the day, and this is exactly the same way it was. It just looked better, and you know, it had like an updated way of playing it, and it's just like a straight up good game. They have to do a good job, because I mean, Halo gets cooked all the time for adding little features like sprint, for one building that doesn't look like the old building. So I wonder if you guys are gonna have as much scrutiny with God of War. So this is just like my 2 cents on it. I'm happy that they're remaking it, because it's really all from back in the day, and the new generations don't really know, you know, the God of War the way we know it and the way we remember it. But at the end of the day, they need to do a good job and stay true to those games 100%.
And on that point, I think they need to do a remastered version, not a remake version.
That's what I'm saying. Look, they could have milked this cow. What do? You give me a remaster. The only thing you do in the remaster is updating the graphics and making the game, you know, playable in new devices, right? And whatever we got right now, and you also give like a smoother frame rate. You give it like a touch in like a graphics. You improve some of the textures here, some of the environments. I don't know, new features that we have right now, like ray tracing, and making it like look super amazing. But it's still the same game, right? And then they could have made the remake and do like a sort of like a reboot and go the way that they wanted to go. That's just my opinion. At the end of the day, it is what it is, man.
But now let's move on to the Sons of Sparta. Both goods and bads.
Oh, Sons of Sparta. I don't know how to find the trailer. Let me go ahead and look for it. I think it's here. I think they have a list.
Well, while you look for it, I'm going to say my piece on it then. So it's a 2.5D side scroller. They say that this is to compete with the best of the stuff. It is a prequel to God of War, the Greek trilogy, right? And they're just now remaking.
Okay.
And you're playing, I think Doc Dark put it the best, an anemic Kratos. Hairless, young, when he's an actual Spartan, not God of War.
like a young.
Before he became God of War.
Yeah, there you go. It's on screen, Power Boss.
Yeah, I see it. It's rated T for teen, which means they're dumbing down the blood, guts, and gore.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's they really have to do something amazing with the storytelling, or else this game is going to bomb horribly. Even for a God of War game, it'll probably sell maybe 2-3 million at best. Now, the thing about this is the third time that PlayStation has ever shadow dropped a game when they announced it the same day. The third time. Keep that in mind. Unlike Xbox, though, this is not in their subscription service. No, day one. And I know you showed me that tweet behind the scenes before the show that was really funny, but that's the whole point. Basically, the tweet, for those of you who haven't seen Demo's post, said basically, who is this for? Because this is shadow drop today, and it's $30. So is Hi-Fi Rush, but Hi-Fi Rush was in Game Pass. That's not even in their service for PS Plus.
Pentiment dropped day one on Game Pass as well, because this is exactly what it looked like. It looked like a Pentiment. I gotta admit that it looks like I would rather play something like this than Pentiment. I'm gonna be honest, and it's just because the fact that it has action. Listen, it's not that it looks.
This by saying they're trying to compete with games that just launched, like Replaced, which is the same 2D side scroller style, Prince of Persia, and
Hollow Knight,
amazingly better. Hollow Knight's another example.
The Shinobi, the Ninja Gaidens, the Mario. There's a bunch of games that are side scrollers like this, and they look actually cool. I mean, I literally don't mind playing something like this, but then again, this is not what we know Sony PlayStation fans to be playing. You know, you post the game on Twitter, and these guys are calling it like slop or the graphic, or if it is stiff or not. They love to criticize everything. So this God of War game, 2D side scroller, is kind of underwhelming in my opinion. I expected something a little bit better. Do you imagine something like Ori or something like, that you see that it has a different graphic art style or something, but the one with the soul shader type cartoony look? And look, that's fine, because I love games like that. I'm a huge fan of games like Borderlands. Y'all know how I feel about games that like are cartoony like that. I kind of like it. But I mean, I don't know. In my opinion, it was kind of underwhelming. I think that I'd rather play something like what's on here on screen. This is for loot, something like that. And it was a third person.
Seen it before.
Right. And that's the other thing that I wanted to say about the state of play. The majority of the games that they show, we've seen them before. And I understand, because let's look at both sides of the coin. I understand that you want to market a game and show it several times. But when you are showing me, you were telling me that to tune into your show, I expect to see more shit that I haven't seen before. But we've seen this game before. They also a bunch of the games that they show, we've seen it before. I would
also like to add a caveat to that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to show us a game that you've shown us before, like say For Loop or something like that, don't have the date shown there. Show the date here.
Exactly.
Give us a reason to have it shown here.
Right. And look, this one doesn't look bad. I'm into games like this, especially because it has co-op. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Unfortunately, this one is not on Xbox. As far as I know, I think this one is only on PC and PlayStation for now, because when the Magnus drop, all the games are going to be there. So it doesn't matter whether Sony PlayStation want to drop in there or not. It's happening automatically regardless, unless they want to back out on the word of putting games on PC and shit. And we know they're not going to do that because they need that money. Look at the budget for the last God of War game. I mean, you cannot tell me that God of War game has a huge budget. So something is going on at PlayStation, and we're seeing, the quality, get lower and lower and lower. And, it is what it is at this point. I'm that ninja saying, Pony said God of War was a shadow drop yesterday. That was a chalk cup, Llama LMAO. Pay up the $30 for that trash. That game will flop and should have went to PS Plus. I agree. That game should have gone on PS Plus. That game should have been a Game Pass Day One game. I mean, because we are literally getting like, good quality of games on Game Pass. Like, I know I don't like the price increase. Nobody liked it, but I think they're doing a good job with bringing good games to Game Pass. They just, today, earlier in the morning, they just dropped High on Life 2, guys. High on Life 2, day one. I'm going to be checking that shit out later when we finish the show. But E-Ranks in the house saying, we got a God of War side-scroller, and they just started development of the remake that we'll see in 4 or 5 years. That's an absolute win for Punies. And that's the thing. What were Santa Monica Studios doing all this time after they dropped Ragnarok? And my guess, Power Boss, before you jump into this, is that I feel like they were doing something live service and it got scratched. Because there's no way.
It was one of the things that was, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's no way that since God of War Ragnarok, you were idle all this time. There's no way.
It's also on PC, by the way.
Yeah. That's what I say. It's PC and Xbox. But what I'm trying to say is like Santa Monica Studio is not looking good right now, And that's that they had something in there that they didn't announce or something that got canceled in between that wasn't working. So they just initiated, development of the God of War trilogy remake. But at the end of the day, it's a remake, so I don't think the development cycle for this will be extremely long. And I don't know if they're planning on dropping 3 games at the same time, or are they planning to just give us one and then the other one and then the other one? Because that could also make the difference, right? Because I mean, I don't think they're gonna give us 3 games at the same time. That's just where I'm at right now.
Also, if you didn't know, the 4-loop game, even if you get it on PC Steam, if you want the crossplay features and all the stuff that 4-loop to fully utilize the game, you have to log into PS Plus.
Ew. Oh, hey. Okay, but I don't know. I mean, if the game comes out on PC, I just play it on PC. Do I need an account to play, though?
No, not to play.
Okay, good then.
And not to play with anybody on PC. Just cross-play with PSN.
Okay, fine. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the type of people who would, oh my God, I don't want to have a PlayStation account. But if I can, not have it, I'll be even better. Check this out, bro. Yo, hey, anyone who's dumb enough to be an Xbox fan hates on Sony. The fuck? Mainly because Xbox fans hate the fact that no white make the best games again. What the fuck are you talking about? Woo!
I have no idea where he was going.
Holy crap, no whites? You see who the fuck I am? Holy shit. Oh God, my God. Literally brain dead. Like no diagnostic, no MRI needed, nothing, no ultrasound, brain dead shit. Holy crap, man. Stop it with the racist shit. Don't bring that shit to my channel, bro. Don't bring that shit to my channel. Okay? I mean, you can insult me all you want, but like when you start like talking crazy like that, no. That's not cool, dude. Shout out to Eternal D87. He's saying, in my opinion, PlayStation got nothing else, so they have to backtrack on their IP for remakes. I agree with this 100%. Shout out to you, Eternal. Thank you for showing up, man. And yeah, I think that's one of the main reasons why we see a lot of remakes and remasters. And no new original IP, original content from PlayStation. And look, that's fine, dude. I feel like they are at the point that they are trying to secure the bag more than let's try out, something new. They're not on that stage because of they don't have the budget to do that. You know what I'm saying? They lost a whole lot of money. The last time they tried out, they did Concord. Let's do something different, you know? And they did it so different that nobody liked it. And they lost about $200 million. And that's a whole lot of money. That could have funded like 4, double A games that probably had a better chance than Concord, you know? But, or maybe like 2 triple A's or 3 triple A's. You could have work your budgets and make something cool, like 3 games. And they decided to drop it all on Concord and they flopped terribly. And as a result, now PlayStation is, more restrained, and it's harder for them to greenlight projects, right? That they don't know if they're going to be successful or not. So what do? They lean back on the shit that they know is going to work, the shit that ponies are going to buy regardless.
What do you think of the Legacy of Kain Defiance remastered? That one actually looks really, really well done.
I'm going to be honest with you, I never liked that game on the original PlayStation. That was one of the games that people thought that was cool, but I never liked it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why it didn't vibe with it. I was playing some other shit. Like I was playing a whole lot of like Tekken, a whole lot of like Mortal Kombat, a whole lot of like fighting games and sport games heavily back in the day. And the games that I played like that in the original PlayStation were mostly like Final Fantasies, Parasite, Resident Evil, shit like that. So
fair enough. Not every game is for everybody.
I wasn't really into it like that, but I mean, it's cool, I guess. I guess I'll check it out. I don't know. Maybe I like it more now. I don't know. We'll see. But with like time be so, tight right now, it's hard to go ahead and, play games that you wouldn't normally be interested in, and now it's a lot to choose from. Because I don't know if you know, but I've been doing this series on that I want to start it on a short format here on YouTube that is like cool games that you don't know about, and sort of like show you different like cool games that are out there that are indie or that are like low key that no one knows about. And I kind of want to and this one right here was one of my favorite announcements in the show, the Dead or Alive. We know it was coming, but I like to see the gameplay. Yeah, I like this type of games, Power Boss. I like fighting games like this, like Tekken. So I thought that was cool.
I agree. I like Tekken and Dead or Alive as well. But judging from Dead or Alive 5, do you know that it costs over $2,000 to get the entire cosmetics and all the stuff that they offer for DLC?
But they got jiggle physics. Honestly, I don't really go for a lot of like skins on games, but like but whatever. I thought it looked cool. It looked like something that I would definitely check out later on, since I like fighting games. But that's just me, I like fighting games. But I understand why, like maybe the general public didn't think it was like super hot, but I know the fighting gaming community is rocking with it. They liking it, so I liking it too. As a matter of fact, Celestial Salt saying that's the question: are they gonna remake them to be like 2018? And that's my concern as well with the new God of War games. And I believe that Santa Monica is gonna do a good job artistically, and like when it comes to the quality, how the game is going to run, and the quality of the game in general is going to be good. Now the thing is, like, when it comes to a story, when it comes to things that happen during those trilogy, like freaking Kratos having a threesome, you know what I'm saying, with 2 females, and you see in the scene how it goes away from them, what they're doing, and then you see like a statue drop or something. I don't remember very well, but I remember that part. It was like, what the fuck am I playing? But it's just like, are they gonna keep those things that made the game so like, oh shit, you can bang somebody in God of War? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like the shit that we used to like back in the day when we were like young and coming up. You were like, damn, do you know you can bang somebody in this game? Like some right? And it sounds like maybe creepy or something, but it's something that is part of the game, and everybody like thought it was cool. Like, shit, banging back in the day is cool. I don't know now. Now shit's different. Might not be cool, but I'm just saying, back in the day, that shit was cool. you know there should be no scrutiny at all in God of War. I think there's gonna be a scrutiny, but I went into the YouTube trailer for PlayStation of the God of War game, and the reception shocked me because I thought everybody was gonna be shitting all over the game, but every God of War fan was all over this. Like, oh my God, I can't wait to play it. This is incredible. I'm glad that we get a side scroller like this. I'm like, oh, really? Y'all wanted this? I mean, so I'm just a casual God of War fan, not really a hardcore fan. So I cannot tell you how the hardcore people feel about this game. But this regular user, Sony PlayStation fan, and Sony PlayStation fanboy that is on Twitter capping for games and shit, like this is right here, like empty clips. This is no ammo, console war ammo in any way, shape, or form. Matter of fact, no one is capping for this game on Twitter. You don't see nobody saying, oh, this shit looks outstanding, exactly what I was waiting for. None of that. Okay? None of that. So that's just the way I see it. I thought that they under-delivered a little bit. I will have to play. Maybe it's good after you play it, you know, but apparently for what I can see, it looks like a game on a low budget. I mean, there's indie games out there that look better. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all, man. You know, not hating. In fact, I've been playing God of War 2018. It's just, you know, come on. Just keep it real with yourself. Like, if they show, hold on, if they do this shit with Halo or Gears, and they give you a side scroller like that is like this, I mean, because Gears got something similar. Well, Tactics, yes, Tactics is actually dope. It has nothing to do with this, but it's like a spin-off of the way that you can play in the original series. So a lot of hardcore Gears of War fans that like the shooty shit, like myself, didn't like, you know, Tactics that much. But I understand how some people who are into strategy games, right? Like yourself, Power Boss, would enjoy something like that in the Gears universe, right? I could see people who love side scrollers like this and are fans of God of War being into this shit, okay? But also, even as a side scroller fan, you are a little concerned because of the way it look, because there's games out there that look better than what they show here today, and that's a fact. Like, you know, Hollow Knight, Silsong, Mayo, even they just put one of the Japanese indie games on Game Pass. It's called, holy shit, I'm actually looking at it right now. It's called, what is it? Entropy Effect. Yeah, Entropy Effect. It's another side scroller. They just added to Game Pass. It looks kind of cool. It looks like a, what is it? Mega Man type shit, but a little bit more advanced. So I know it looks cool. And I'm just saying this shit right there, that God of War doesn't look too appealing to me. I'm just being honest, man. Just being honest. Remasters like Oblivion would be nice. And yeah, stay true to the game, exactly what it is. Just add a nice touch of, like, you know, ray tracing.
I would like to say that Oblivion did not do a faithful remaster, because they changed the statues and they censor stuff. They try to change the body type and all things like that. So better than what Oblivion did.
Definitely.
So
But well,
just a caveat there.
Exactly. But, you know, but at the end of the day, Oblivion at least, you know, kept the same vibe, the same, you know, they did their change. Obviously, it's a remake as well. Okay, so E-Ranks in the house saying, I hope they remove all the sex mini games. The modern pony audience can handle that kind of debauchery. Oh my God. Sincere is in the house, man. Howdy, folks, fellow great beers, podcasts, hoppers, and sneaky lurkers, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for coming through. Bro, that Rooster game, looking forward to it. That was one of my favorite announcements. That game looks based. I'm just gonna keep it real. The chicken game. Let me see if I can find it here, because actually they were nice enough to
play the giant cock running around in Dynasty Warrior style.
Yeah. Shit. It's called Project Windless. I think that's what it's called. The bird that drinks tears. Oh shit. I didn't catch that first part, the bird that drinks tears. I didn't read that shit before. But yeah, the game looks amazing. I'm gonna say it off the butt. sometimes people were like they might have been in the middle, right? Of like when they were creating this game, like, should we make a women character? Should we make a you know what? At the end of the day, what y'all want is a big white cock. So that's what that's what you got. And that's what you got now. Boy, nah, I'm not gonna lie, the bird looks cool. You know, it looks like, I don't know, it reminds me of that Peter Griffin fight with the rooster. Is it right? I think this is like what people are like, you know, rocking with this game. And it's because it reminds you a little bit of that aggressive as a rooster that fights with Peter Griffin in Family Guy. And I think that's hilarious. And look, I mean, we just need look at the violence, because you can say whatever you want about the character is a chicken, might be this and might be that, but look at the violence, look at the cool shit. That's what I've been talking about. You know, lately that's been missing in games, and that's what everybody's been asking for: the cool dude shit, Michael Bay type action that we grew up with, and we just want to see in games. Our fantasy to be super strong. It's our fantasy to be badass. It's not our fantasy to be all like weak and we're full of emotions and shit. Like, we do that shit in real life. So we want this. We want fantasy. We want, like, you know, like the cool shit going on. Like, this is like bringing back, right? And I think one of the games that's doing that is Crimson Desert. Is bringing back the badassery, you can do this, you can do that we lost along the way in video games, because it became like sort of like a formula that is the same and the same shit. And now they're trying to do some different shit. Okay, you know, let's open up and try to do something different. And this looks like badass, man. From the design, the vibes, the graphics, the gameplay looks cool. The moves, it's just like, look at that gory kill, like stepping on somebody's face and exploding it. Even I think, is that his enemy or something? Yeah. Huge. It's a female, but she looks like she's evil as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, as long as it is well done. And I think this trailer delivered. It was one of the highlights for me, for the show. Shout out to Jules. I see you, girl. Hope you are getting a bunch of days for your Valentine's. I bet you are. This state of play didn't suck. No. We're not saying that it sucked. We're just saying that Sony PlayStation first party, wasn't really there. But it was, because you guys did get a, couple of announcements. But the show overall, I'm going to say it off the gate, as a gamer, I liked it. It wasn't bad. It just like, it wasn't like,
so for this game on screen, Galactic Pod Racer, did you play the original Pod Racer on the N64?
Of course.
Oh, I really hope they have a lot of maps and customizability with all of the pods, because this game could really, really bring back the nostalgia feel and do it justice with what they're showing here.
Bro, I'm a share short story. I must have been in 7th grade, first year of middle school. And there was a situation with this kid that was missing from school, one of my good friends. And I was one of the few people who knew where he lived. So from school, they were super worried, and they made me take them to the house. And when I go, shout out to a homie with Fredo, bro. When we went into his house, we knocked the door. He opened up the door. He was playing this shit. He was playing this shit like nothing. He's been weeks. He hadn't showed up to school. And when we went to pick him up, like they were worried. They asked me like, hey, yo, I know that you were close to him. You go, can we, and the teachers were like, we need to see that, make sure that he's okay, that nothing is happening, because it's been weeks. It hasn't shown up. We worry, and I took them, and he opens the door. He's playing this shit, bro. I'm like, bro, really? You haven't been around for weeks and you've been playing this? So yeah, I definitely played this, and it was amazing, that game back in the day. I don't know how it's gonna be now. My guess is it depends, because there's so many racers out there. So that's another thing. Back in the day, it was like the novelty. Oh, there's a Star Wars game. Now, how many Star Wars games have we gotten? How many Star Wars, But this is good because it's like something that hasn't been done in a while, right? I think, what was the last time they did something like this? I don't know. It's been a while, dude.
You talking like sci-fi racer type stuff?
Yeah, like with Star Wars.
Oh, because Explorer was the only one.
Yeah, and this is 07 First Light on screen. It's looking decent. Might play, might not play. It depends. If it comes to Game Pass, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Yeah, it looks alright. Not gonna lie, it looks alright. The other game that I liked, fuck. Hold on, because I gotta look at the name because I don't freaking remember. Well, this one was like definitely a day one for me. The John Wick game. I thought that was an amazing fucking trailer. I loved it. And I love the fact that at the end they show gameplay because they were showing you like a bunch of like, because I think this is like the prequel of the whole John Wick shit. They're showing you when he was actually exercising his profession, you know, as a hitman. So, bro, and if you pay attention to the trailer, I like how true they stay to the movies. When you see him going into court, he put the hands like this and everything, just like he does in the movies, like his own gestures and all. It just like, it blew my mind. I thought that the chicken game and this one's like stole the show. I mean, look at the level of violence, bro. Boom, parada, hit him with the frying pan, bah. Bro, badass shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. Kicking the chest, get out of here. You know? And I don't know, bro. It just, you know, the type of shit that I like, you know? So I'm definitely going to be playing this. Keanu Reeves, the character model looks incredible, bro. And he's such a great actor. I love all his work, everything, even the boring ones. Look at this part. I love this part. How, bro, like in the back. Let me go back here. In this part, you notice here when he's fighting. In this part, you see how he's coding himself just like in the movies. He's making the little pauses and everything. It's just like so true to the fucking movies that I was like, oh shit, I need to play this. So I'm excited. Let me know on that if you're excited for the John Wick game, bro. It looks badass, man. Straight up. That was one of the cool things in Fable, getting an SE. All right, bro. All right. Yeah, I agree with him though. Like playing Fable back in the day, getting an STD was crazy. It's like, oh shit, this shit happened here too. This shit happened here too. Holy crap. So the police don't beat the allegations of being low Q at all. Guys, I'm so excited for the Kena sequel and Beast of Reincarnation. By the way, Beast of Reincarnation, Game Pass Day 1, and the Kena, I like it better now that he's not a little girl. I like it better that he's a grown-up person. It looks more mature. It looks more grounded. It looks more like, you know, like I would give it a try. Even though I believe the first game was good too. I haven't played it though. But it's kind of hard to justify. Like, am I going to play this game? Like,
I will say the sequel for Kenna does remind me a lot of Tears of the Kingdom vibes. Not saying that's a bad thing. Yeah. I see a lot of inspiration from it.
And on screen now we have Beat Boy Marathon. And the guns, the game is coming next month, in a month, actually. The guns still look the same. Playing, I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to do. However, they have a server stress test, so they will allow you to play this shit for free. I think it starts in January 29. I gotta look for the day, guys, but hey, let's hop on that shit and let's try it out for free. If it's good, if I like it, then I buy it and I may continue to play more. But I've been playing this other game that is called Infinite Arena Breakout Infinite. It's an extraction shooter. It's heavily based on military action. So it's a lot of like, you know, realistic shit. You check your clips to see how many bullets you got. You gotta check your clips. If you reload, you discard your clip completely, just like in real life. So you have to be like very mindful to see how many bullets you have. You have to manage your inventory. It's very good. And it has like, it's just like Call of Duty in the sense that it's military, However, it plays a little bit different. And a lot of people been enjoying this game. I just found out that a lot of people are into this game. So it has competition, guys. And it's free. Literally, a traction shooter that is free. Arena Breakout Infinite. And, now you drop Marathon, another extraction shooter, but you have to pay $40. A lot of people, bro, don't really want to spend money on these games because they don't really spend that much time playing extraction shooters. Okay? Not to mention the Overwatch new season just dropped. Call of Duty season just dropped. Apex Legends new season looks incredible. And, there's a bunch of Arc Raiders, a bunch of competitors around. I think this game is already fighting an uphill battle. And it's going to be kind of hard for them to, to hit like something like Arc Raiders. But I'm just going to keep being a hopeless, soccer for shooters. And I'm going to hope that this game is going to eventually come around and hopefully be saved. Because, I'm not taking any joy in something like High Guard that just happened, that you see a game come out, people lose their jobs, studios being shut down. And I definitely don't want to see any of that shit. That's why I'm rooting for Marathon like I was rooting at the beginning. Since I can try it for free, maybe it's gonna hook me. I'm hoping. And this is just me, hating PlayStation, like the homie was saying that I hate PlayStation, right? Like, whatever. So, looking forward to trying it out. That's another game to play, but we got so much going on, dude. It's insane. The amount of games that they're out there to play is crazy. So yeah, PS Plus Game Pass, Spider-Man 2 coming to PS Plus after 3 years. How do you guys feel about this one? Yo, baby boy Ray. What's going on, Poppy? How you doing, Ray? Glad to have you around. I see you guys. You guys are going crazy in the chat, dude. Holy crap. It's so hard to keep up. But yeah, man, how do you guys feel about Spider-Man coming finally to PlayStation Plus? I think this is great. I think it was about time. I think they should have done it day one. But that's just my opinion. Let me know, bro. I'm gonna be honest, dude. And I was posting on Twitter, and that was a tweet that we were discussing behind the scenes. Whatchamacallit, Power Boss, because look, I posted this. Let me see. Share this tab instead.
I even got Spider-Man 2 because my stepson wanted it, and he hasn't even touched the game, and I've had it since it launched.
That's crazy. I posted this on Twitter, and I said, hold up. Spider-Man 2 on PS Plus, the sales are going to be cannibalized. Guys, we need to act fast and buy this game now before we end up paying for it through the subscription service we already subscribed to. Well, this was taken the wrong way. The amount of people that I got insulting me here is insane. I'm going to go over some of the comments because they think they can go ahead and, insult anybody like that. And I'm like, okay, you can, I agree. When you start insulting somebody, it's because you're running out of arguments. You got nothing to say. All you gotta do is you're getting mad, you punching walls and breaking keyboards. But this guy here said the game is 2.5 years old and has sold 60 million copies as last of November. I don't know how he probably chat GPT this shit, but whatever. They can't afford giving it away on the $80 a year PS Plus. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm talking about. They should have put this shit they want, but they capping for they worry about the sales. It already passed 20 mil. They made that money. So now is when they give it to you. So why are you telling me they're giving you leftovers and you're capping for it? All of the ponies came out here. The game's been out for 2 years, bro. It reaches sales peak. Everybody here.
Let's also not forget that 20 million sales, they have that deal with Marvel, and the game cost them 300 million. They still haven't made their money back, even with that amount.
Listen. The game's been out for over 2 years, bro. It's reached its sell peak. This right here, this line is telling me everything I need to know about this person. He's a corporate slave. He's not worried about he's already paying for PS Plus because, I mean, this tells me right here, he's even got a Spider-Man profile picture that he plays the game, right? But wouldn't it have been better playing the game in the service that you're already paying for? This is all the shit that came. Look, they call me goofy. The sales were made. All of that shit. Like, instead of saying, damn, bro, maybe they're late, right? Maybe they should have put it a little earlier. I would have loved to play this game day one on PS Plus. This is what they do. And this is why, one of the reasons why I don't really pay attention to what Sony PlayStation fanboys say, man. This right here is stupid. Okay, you calling me goofy for what? For asking them, Sony PlayStation, to give you games earlier on your PS Plus? Am I the stupid one? If you really think about it, what the fuck is going on with y'all, bro? What the fuck is going on with y'all? I mean, somebody explain to me if I'm wrong, if I'm stupid, but in reality, what you should be asking for this company is for your benefit. Like, the fuck I care about Outer Worlds selling and not selling and shit. The hell am I gonna care about them meeting their sales? God damn it, I'm paying for Game Pass. I want the shit day one. Period. You shouldn't be, oh, hold on. Maybe Xbox should have waited 2-3 months to milk people out of the money so that they can meet sales expectations. The fuck? Are you guys insane? Are you guys on freaking fentanyl? Like, I don't really get you, man. I don't really get you. I hope not. I'm 150% sure. A fucking 1,000% sure that you guys are dumb. Brain rot shit, man. Holy crap. Like, man, imagine if Xbox tomorrow says Call of Duty is not on Game Pass anymore because we didn't meet sell expectations. So we got to get it out of Game Pass so that we can sell the game. I can't imagine not one person saying, oh shit, that's right, let's sell Call of Duty. Yes, get it out of Game Pass. We need that Call of Duty sales stuff. Fuck is going on with you? You guys are brain dead. No MRI needed. You guys are stupid. That's it. You guys are stupid. I just got to my conclusion. Look, I've been trying to be nice. I try to be like, oh, maybe, we got to look at the other side, the way they feel. Like, fuck that. You guys are stupid. And that's just how it is. You're already paying for PS Plus. You might as well get the games there, dude. And you know what? Enjoy your PlayStation, dude. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy being ripped off of your money like that, man. Now, Spider-Man on PS Plus, 3 years later, and you are celebrating the sales instead of being like, why in the fuck did it take so long to put your games in the PS Plus? That's the question, the real question you should be asking. Don't take it on me. I'm just, like I said, I'm just the messenger. You don't need to shoot me. You're shooting yourself in the foot. And then you go ahead and call me goofy, stupid, and all that. Okay, like that's gonna hurt me. Homie, I grew up in Cuba, Bobby, in the block. Like, people are mean as fuck over there. Like, you haven't told me nothing that I haven't heard before, dude. It's not gonna hurt me. It's gonna make me laugh. It's gonna give me more energy, you know what I mean, to keep doing what I do. Spanking ponies, and taking names. That's what we do. So, I mean, that's just crazy as hell. Powerballs, how do you feel about the whole situation? Because I must be going crazy.
I mean, I agree. Spider-Man 2, if it was going to go to the service at all, like I said before, either it needs to come day one and rival Game Pass, never go to the service at all, or only be available on the service, period. But them doing this 2-year BS is literally scamming you off. Because if people didn't want to get it before and they don't have a PS Plus subscription already, they're not going to be getting it on the PS Plus subscription, and they're not going to want it on the PS Plus subscription. Like you showed in those comments, the game is already sold and made its money. Why is it going to the service? Don't they want to keep making money off the game?
Shit. So you making what they do is that they're making the service even more worthless, because it's like you give me shit that everybody bought already. So what the hell is the point? What the hell is the point? Xbox guy said, but that's genius. And then we got some other comments in here, bro. Some of them were crazy. Look at this. It's on PS Plus 2.5 years later. No, what cannibalizes sales is putting games on subscription service day one like Game Pass. But you knew this. Of course I know that. Of course I know that. But I don't care, because all I want is to play the game. The hell I care about what Microsoft and Sony PlayStation make. I don't care.
Let's make no mistake. We know that putting it on Game Pass, especially day one, is going to cannibalize sales. But that doesn't mean that it's still not going to sell and not going to make its money back. And the studios are not floundering. They're doing just fine. So I don't know what the argument is. It's really stupid.
No, the bunch of insults that they send me, bro, is insane. They go crazy on me here.
Oh yeah, I see them.
And I'm literally trying to defend them, trying to be like open their eyes. And this is how they treat me. Look at this one, Xiomara. Look at this. Fucking God knows what the fuck it is. Whether it's a raccoon or a human being. Nobody knows. But anyways, he said, you aren't as smart as you think you are. Spider-Man 2 is years old, right? Look, you start calling me stupid, but you misspelling your message. You don't start your sentences with a capital letter after a period. So this is like, kindergarten type behavior. So this is no different to movies going to the cinema, that when cinema sales
I'm not gonna lie, I do that too.
They turn to another method to make money. Yeah, but like if you call somebody stupid, you might as well write a proper sentence. You know what I'm saying? Like you write that on there, whatever comment. But if I'm calling somebody stupid, I better come correct, because it looks goofy. Streaming services, rentals, you must have learning difficulties, surely. Not one like. Look, they all talk shit. Nobody like what they say, because not even themselves like it. Look, they don't even have one like. I'm pretty sure this is like Japan hates Xbox stock accounts or something, but he forgot to give a like to himself. Look, they don't even have one like. All the ponies came and couldn't. It's just fucking crazy, bro. Okay, whatever, bro. I'm done. Back to the the show, man, because I think the show is way more important, right? The state of play, in my opinion, was a way more important event than
I want to point out TJ in the chat. What was his name? TJ30, I think.
Can't see him.
He's there somewhere. He was saying that he likes how we conveniently skipped over Death Stranding 2 and the Silent Hill Townsfall not coming to Xbox. Townsfall is coming to Xbox for one.
And Death Stranding 2 is coming.
And Death Stranding 2, even that went to PC, Xbox. And let's not forget Death Stranding was also in Game Pass. So I can wait. I've got plenty of other games to play.
Bro, like, hey, if you want to play...
not there yet. I wasn't expecting it to be.
If you want to play, Death Stranding, you could just go ahead and do Uber Eats or DoorDash or some shit like that. It's literally the same. I don't care what anybody said. The game is a delivery game. Okay, yeah, it's cool, it's well made, amazing story about Kojima, but that's it. Like it's not like what you think it is. It's not what you think it is, man. But anyways, denial is like something, it's one of the symptoms of being a pony. That's, just a straight up what it is. We got John Dresser, artist, man, and he says, bro, that show was a minus thing. Half of all the games coming to Xbox, our graphics are better. They look like PS3 graphics on the cope of a console. Yeah, I mean, it's just like some shit that people can see, man. It's like right there on plain sight, bro. And I'm here happy for the rest of the games coming to PS Plus. There you go. That's somebody who has a common sense and is like, okay, shit, I'm already paying for this. I might as well get the good stuff. Like, like there's really like, man, I don't really get it. Like, do you guys get mad when the Cat Williams stand-up came to Netflix? He just dropped. Oh, Cat Williams is not going to sell shows because his stand-up went into Netflix. Are you guys stupid? You guys listening to yourself? It's not the same to go ahead and watch it in your house or actually being there. enjoying the experience. It's like a different vibe and everything. I just don't know why you guys are so fixated on sales and why are you guys so happy about sales like that. It just like doesn't make any sense. I'm happy about games. Am I getting content? Yes, I'm happy. Am I not getting content? Then it's kind of sad. That's just the way I feel it. I don't know about you guys, man. It said, TA says, in reality, you should be focused on Xbox and not PlayStation, and you are the most goofy.
TJ, I don't know what you are saying. I buy my games, thank you.
Bro, you don't need to show these people, bro.
So
chances are that he's leasing a PlayStation, dude.
I have plenty of time to wait to play games. I buy my games too.
People come over here, try to criticize. They either playing on the PlayStation 4 or they playing on the freaking leased PlayStation. That's what they're doing now. They're leasing the PlayStations. Like, they made fun of Xbox dudes for renting games. But what about the console sales? Oh, shit. The console sales going to be cannibalized because now you can lease your PlayStation? That's the question. Oh no. Hold up. Powerboss. PlayStation already sold 100 million. The sales have been made. Now we are able to lease it. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get it, bro. This is crazy as hell. Holy shit. Okay. Anyway, on to better things. We got Cool. Can't pronounce your name, but he's saying that Kina looks fire, and I have to agree, looks really good.
Oh, really last good. Thing to answer his question, I already answered Death Stranding 2. It's going to come to Xbox and possibly Game Pass like the first one. When it's just a matter of time, right? But the Silent Hill Townfall game, no, that game hasn't also been announced for Xbox, but it is on PC. Day one. Something that you said PlayStation would never do is day one PC ports.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Because, there's a lot of things that are going on that they don't want to talk about. And that we know that are happening in the gaming industry. And one of them is like everything eventually becoming a PC and Sony PlayStation's games by default being on PC, like with the next Xbox. So let them have their fun now. In a couple of years, all this console war shit is gonna be done. Because like they're not gonna stop until they able to see it and be like, what the fuck? Look, at this point, there's really not a real reason to buy a PlayStation. Not a real reason. Okay, God of War 2D, right? I'm going to go ahead and buy a PlayStation for that. At this point, all the games are on PC. All the games are coming on PC. At this point, the first-party games are not that good. They're not coming that often either. There's way better services out there like Steam. Even Epic Games is better now. And you're able to access your games everywhere now. Like, I don't know if you know, but there's a Sea of Stars version for mobile games now. Sea of Stars is on mobile. And what does that mean? Games are coming.
They just got DLC.
Yeah. Games are coming to your damn phones, bro. Consoles and PCs and platforms and hardware in general is going to become irrelevant. Not irrelevant in the sense that you're not going to use it anymore, but irrelevant in the sense that it wouldn't matter what you use. You're going to be able to play whatever the fuck you want. It's happening. I'm sorry to break it to you, to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what's going on. And sooner or later, your PlayStation is going to be, and your exclusivity is going to be forgotten. You know why?
Let's talk about that exclusivity real quick. Because
come on, man.
Out of all the games that they showed, right, there's 4, count it, 4 games that were announced that are only on the PlayStation, and 3 of those are timed. Think about that. Because we know the God of War trilogy remake is going to come to PC. We know Sorrows is going to come to PC because so did Returnal, which is their lowest first-party franchising game for PS5. And the Ghost of Yotei Legends is going to come to PC just like Tsushima with the complete edition. So literally you're getting one game, which is God of War Sons of Sparta, and that may as well come to PC too at this point. So literally all of them.
It should.
Okay, then you have, out of all the games that they showed, there's 4 games that are going to the Switch.
As well, yeah.
Mind you,
Yeah.
which is, let's see, we got Beast of Reincarnation, we knew. Pragmata, which we knew. The Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition, that's going to the Switch day 1. And the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 is going day 1 to the Switch.
And everywhere, too. I think it's coming on Xbox as well.
Yes. Out of those 4 games, all of those are listed, plus 10 more that are not only coming to PC day and date, but also to Xbox.
Ooh.
14 games. It was literally the state of third party.
Yeah, actually. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
Not. Absolutely not.
That's what we're saying, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think it was a bad show. I think if you're a hardcore pony and you're expecting first-party Sony PlayStation games and you want to go ahead on console war, it was a terrible show for you because literally no ammo in there for you.
I will also say this. I mentioned it earlier that there was 3 games that Sony has ever shadow dropped, and none of them were in their subscription service, by the way, also. The first one was Silent Hill: The Short Message. So they've only literally just started doing this.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder why. And now the God of War: Sons of Sparta.
Yeah, but it's not the same shadow dropping that and shadow dropping Ninja Gaiden.
None of them were in the subscription service for PlayStation by the.
Yeah, they want on Game Pass. That we get shadow drops, we get to play them. They get to talk about it. That is as simple as that. Lycos45 in the house saying, I got a Spider-Man profile pic and I'm not sub to PS Plus. I wonder how in the fuck he played, bro. I wonder how he played. Because, I mean, you do need a PS Plus account to play those games. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to do what's best for the gamers, but yet I got a bunch of ponies coming at me. And, I honestly don't care. Doesn't matter to me. Let me see what else is people talking about.
You missed the Castlevania Belmont's Curse.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Control Resonant looks cool. But
Control
I'm going to be...
And Crimson Moon.
Yeah. Control Resonant look good. Look good.
I think this is Crimson Moon right here, isn't it?
This one? Let me see.
Yeah, I think this is the Crimson Moon game. This looks really, really good.
Yeah, I like the lining already.
And the last one is Darwin's Paradox.
You know what? It reminds me a little bit of Darksiders, a little bit. Like the vibes. Reminds me of Darksiders. Darksiders 4 is being announced, and I can't wait to play. And recently, I don't know if they're still going on, there was a sale on the first and second part remaster. It was dope for $5, I think, and I couldn't get it because I don't know. I gotta check it out. Maybe I get it, but this looks cool, and it's co-op too. It has co-op. I see another character in there too. But yeah, I like this stuff. This looks cool.
Player co-op, I think.
Oh shit! And it's not a Souls-like. It's a hack and slash, right? For what I can see, fire. Love it. Yeah, they should make more games like this, man. Straight up. Every PlayStation owner gets a paycheck from Sony once a month based on console and game sims. Come on, Demo. How do you know this? Yeah, it seems that way, dude. They worry so much. Crimson Moon. This one looks good. Yeah. This one looks fire. I like it. Yeah. I missed this one. I didn't get to see it. Oh, yeah. It's going
to be Darksiders 5, if you really think about it. Because they do have Darksiders Genesis, which was 4.
Oh, yeah. Genesis is cool as fuck. Yeah. I love Genesis. And the best thing about it is I has co-op. Play with my homie from time to time. We getting it done at our own pace.
It's a nice top-down.
No, it's actually amazing. Talking about top-downs, what the fuck is up? Diablo 2 dropping on Steam. That's huge. And with new freaking content. Wow.
That game is 20 years old, and they just got new content.
That's crazy.
And a whole bunch of quality of life stuff. It's great.
Way to reinvigorate, right? A franchise by giving it a new way to play it. And that's the beautiful thing. And that's, I like that shit. I like when old games get updated like that, and people, because people love to cry about playing about these old games are not available, this and that, but they never go back to play it. So the fact that they're doing this is making me want to go back to Diablo 2. And they actually dropped it on Game Pass. I think it was already in Game Pass. So I don't know if this is like the DLC on Game Pass or something. I have to check it out. But if they have the DLC on Game Pass, I'm definitely playing with the Warlock because I think it's gonna be cool. Talk that shit, Power Boss. G may be saying the show was a 4 out of 30. 4 out of 30. What does that mean? Like $30 for God of War or whatever? Yeah, why we can have PlayStation users like Jules? I mean, she's special, bro. Definitely. And I'm gonna be honest with you, not every Sony PlayStation guy is like this, like TJ or like the other ponies that show up here. I know a lot of PlayStation guys that are open-minded about playing new games and all of that, but you always encounter these hardcore PlayStation fan that thinks that PlayStation is the best thing since a slice of bread. And it's just like, come on, bro, it's not like that. Like, in my opinion, in 2026, if you only playing on PlayStation and nowhere else, you are missing out. And that's just a fact. If you're playing on PlayStation on 2026 and nowhere else, you don't have a Steam account, or you don't have Epic, or you don't have the Ally, or you don't have an Xbox besides the PlayStation. And I'm gonna say this for Xbox guys too: is you as an Xbox guy, you only play on Xbox and Xbox only. And I know we're different because Xbox guys are super open-minded about playing on the Rogue Ally and all of these things, open to like trying out new games like from Steam and Epic. They want that shit. PlayStation fans, no. But what I'm saying is, like, if you are restricted to one ecosystem only, you are missing out because, trust me, there's so much games, so many games happening right now. Like, there is a PvP Steam Fest right now as we speak going on, and there's a bunch of freaking demos. Like, if I was showing it today, if you go right now to my Xbox account, and I'm going to share right here, right now, what I have installed in my Xbox account, on the PC. Well, of course, in my Xbox, I have Final Fantasy. I have Infinite Warfare. Some of the games that I'm playing there, I'm playing some other games. But what I have on my PC right now installed is pure demos from fucking Steam. Ascendant. I've been playing that game. Awesome. I've been playing Arena Breakout Infinite. Zero Grounds is a little game that I found on Steam. It's an FPS, and I was checking it out. Of course, I'm playing Call of Duty New Season. I've been beta testing this one, WTF Waifu Tactical Force, and it is an anime game, but it's a shooter. And I think that I better show you because I think it's gonna be kind of hard to explain. But it's a Apex Legends, but in anime. Hilarious. I'm gonna show you a trailer or something here. Hold on, you give me a second.
So while you do that demo, what are your thoughts overall? What would you rate the state of play? I know you don't like giving numbers, but what would you say? How good was it for you?
I don't know, bro. Hold on, give me a second. I would say that I will give the show, based on what I've seen and the things that I like, I would give it a good 7 out of 10. I would say I like more games that I didn't like this one time. Just being honest. So yeah, this is Waifu. I've been beta testing this one because I like Apex Legends, and it's like literally anime with guns. And they do have like the little, girly shit going on, and all that shit that you would see in anime. But I thought it was interesting, and I gave it a shot. So yeah, it looks kind of like goofy, but the gameplay is actually really good. And I can see a lot of people like, checking this one out. And look at this. Like, I don't like too much the girly vibes, but I know somebody like Jules might be interested into this. But at the same time, I don't mind playing something like this from time to time because it's like, the gunplay is kind of cool, So yeah, I've been checking a bunch of games out, dude. A bunch of freaking games on Steam, on Xbox. on Epic, on GOG, everywhere. I'm on there and I'm just downloading everything. And I know people are gonna probably be making fun of me of playing that waifu game or whatever, but I thought it was cool.
No, actually, Young Dreads is saying that he just found a new game that he's gonna hop on too.
Why? But John Dress is a gooner, so you
Yes,
can
he
really
is.
like. But anyways, guys. So what I'm saying is like there's so much diversity when it comes to games, and that I don't feel like the whole console warring thing. I don't find any sense into it anymore, which is kind of hard to even make content about it now because it's like, dude, like I'm having a great time. I don't feel like I should be coming out here talking about like, oh, PlayStation is dog shit. The fuck I care. Like I've been having a great time. That I don't care when PlayStation drop a good game. I'll cover it. We talk about it and we say it's cool. It is like we cannot be out here expecting them to do nothing, right? That's so far the way I feel. I'm having a great time, guys. And I repeat, go on Steam, go on Epic, go on everywhere that you can get your games on. Because at the end of the day, we love playing video games. So I don't care where it comes from. If it is fun, if it looks interesting at least, or something that I would like to see how he plays is intriguing, I will try it out. And that's just how I feel about gaming. There's some different gamers out there too, to be fair, that would rather play the shit that they know they like. And look, I'm gonna be honest too. When I think Game Pass, and this is one of the reasons why I love Game Pass so much, helped me find myself as a gamer. In the sense that I now understand the games that I like more and why I like them. Like before, I wouldn't get to play games like Expedition 33 because whatever, too emotional. It had like turn-based combat. I'm more of a live action guy, and playing a game like that on Game Pass helped me understand that I can like a game like that too. So that to me is a beautiful thing, right? Because it's like shit. Maybe I'm just being restricting myself from stuff that I like, but since I didn't get to try them, I kept playing the same things that I was comfortable playing. So that's why I like something like Game Pass, that it helps you open up your mind and play like a shitty game. Like, what was this I dropped the other day? Damn, man. It's with the aliens that you are in I don't know. It's like a supermarket simulator, roadside research. Have you seen this, Power Boss? That shit is fire. Fire.
Yeah, I have. I haven't launched it yet, but I've seen it and I downloaded it. I'm interested, so I'll give that a try at some point soon.
Right? Why is that? It doesn't look like God of War, like in the sense of graphics, or it doesn't look like it's like an indie game, but it looks funny. It looks like what was this game that we enjoyed so much? That was about making drugs last year. What was the name?
Schedule 1.
Schedule 1, right? Perfect example of a game that I would never play. It was free to play. That was the reason. Was it free to play or I bought it? Don't remember, but it was either free or too cheap. $5, something like that. Yeah, picked it up because my brother-in-law wanted to try it out. We tried out together. We dropped like 50 hours in that game. like goofing around. We had homies coming through showing us.
Same thing with Repo and Lethal Company.
Exactly. And now with games like Jap that are dropping, that I like, wow, you see, why is this game on Steam one of the best sell games on Steam? It's like, well, Jap is a simple game that you talk to the mic and you say the spell and it happens. And it's a social game that people like, like a raid type game. And look, that shit's hitting. And why is that? Because we want some new stuff. We want cool stuff, bro. And I can never get tired of say or repeating myself in that sense. But yeah, we're seeing already this one. I want to see the Metal Gear, because I literally overlooked this one, but the Metal Gear Solid remake is a remake or remaster collection that is coming to every platform.
It's a faithful remake of Guns of the Patriots and the one for the PSP. It also has a bonus content for digital.
Yeah, and dude, this look good already.
The graphics look very well upscaled, and people were asking why they didn't do 5 with this, and I think it's because 5 would have been too much storage for the disc, and they would have had to do like Nintendo's digital key card kind of thing.
Okay, so why can't we get a God of War original trilogy remastered like this?
Well, hopefully that's what they're doing.
Well, no. They're remaking it.
Oh,
so this is like literally the same game with upscale graphics. That's what I'm asking for here from them. You know,
I think they're doing it because of the censorship mostly.
Yeah, no, but this should look good. I'm definitely trying it out. Would
you like to hear what I rated this as?
Dale, go ahead. Tell me.
Because I've got a tier list on this one.
Okay.
So overall, the game showcase was an 8.5 for me. It was nice. It was better than the Xbox Dev Direct in January.
Right. I agree.
So I'll give it that. Okay. Now, Konami hard carried this.
Oh, hell yeah. Easy.
There was like 10 of them that were just from Konami that they showed. If I were to take away the Konami, because this is a PlayStation state of play, not a Konami state of play, then I would say for the games that I'm hyped about, yeah, fine. They're not PlayStation games. It's not telling me to go out and buy a PlayStation for it. So I would drop it down to maybe a 5.5 because 90% of these are on all other platforms.
Right.
Okay. Some of them are even going to the Switch. A lot of them are going to Xbox, and all of them pretty much are going to PC, damn near.
Easily.
So that's why it would drop down from an 8.5 to a 5.5. And the 0.5 is because for most of them, they gave release dates. None of them, almost none of them were to be determined. There was, I think, 2 of them, and then the God of War trilogy saying that they just started making it.
Right. But Powerballs, you got to understand, too, one thing when you got to take into consideration is that these games, for the most part, I would say like 80%, 85% of the games here, we already seen them before. So if they showing it down
to 5.5.
If you show me the game again, and it's like not to show me, okay, first you show me a teaser, I understand. Then a story trailer. That's the way they market, right? And then they do a gameplay reveal. Okay, sure.
For the last caveat, because this is a PlayStation state of play, hey, these are the reasons why you go out and buy a PlayStation. Because you want the games that are coming to that platform that aren't going to be anywhere else, exclusive sell when we know everything is going multi-platform now. So what the hell is the point of an exclusive?
Yeah.
And if I was going to say, hey, these games are a reason to buy a PlayStation, no. and that would mean that this state of play, if you're a PlayStation player and like I said, if you're a PlayStation only player, then yeah, sure, it's a 5.5. But if you own multiple platforms, that state of play, 3 out of 10. Straight up.
Right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I do agree that this was
get them everywhere.
This was better than shout out to Jules, better than the Nintendo and better than the Xbox Developer Direct. However, the Developer Direct wasn't a showcase of games. It was we got these games, they're coming, we are expanding on what these games are. It's a different concept that, here's a bunch of games that I'm going to show you. Different. So if we want to compare this state of play, we got to compare it to the June showcase that is all about that. So keep that in mind so that we can keep a faithful comparison and not be like, okay, like, you weren't expecting nothing from the Xbox Direct. They already told you what they were going to show you. In here, you had expectations for this already. And look, the expectations were really, really low from the beginning. really, really low. Nobody was expecting anything. And the games that really impressed, they're third party and they're going everywhere, like Paul Boss said. So at the end of the day, as a gamer, I rate this one as the best state of play that we've seen in years. Okay? I do agree that they show some games that were cool. And I think that's true. But at the same time, state of play has been shit for a long time. So, I mean, when you have low standards like that, like, you know, bringing up the bar a little bit doesn't mean too much. And that's just the way I see it.
I think the last time a PlayStation State of Play was actually good and people were actually genuinely hyped for something coming out was back when, before Final Fantasy VII Remake was announced. And that was the last time, because they were showing scenes from Advent Children. Hey, this takes place, you know, just prior to that movie. And then they showed actual gameplay footage of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which actually looked pretty good.
Check Castlevania. Within the same show, Castlevania looked better than the new God of War. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Think about it, guys. This shit look cool. Castlevania game. Look at all the abilities you have. It looks crazy. I mean, I'm not saying the God of War game looks bad. I'm just saying this shit look better.
I'm going to say this and make a direct comparison for two games.
Because they're literally the same genre.
Yep. 2D side scrollers or 2.5D side scrollers, as you know, you want to put it that way. Okay. The fact that you can see the pixelation in the God of War Sons of Sparta is abysmal compared to this, compared to Silk Song, compared to the Prince of Persia game. Even.
Mario, Shinobi's fucking badass. Shinobi's badass. I would definitely try. I don't know.
That game, if it sells 1 million, I'd be surprised. Not saying it won't. I'm just saying I'd be surprised.
I'm here playing for comparison, direct comparison, the trailer for the other God of War, the 2D scroller. Really, real comparison with Castlevania. And you told me, like, if it didn't have God of War in the name, bro, this would have been
and G maybe hit it right on the head. The Castlevania game is made by the same developers that make Dead Cells.
Yeah. Dead Cells is actually I've been playing Dead Cell a lot, and I'd rather play Dead Cells
in this.
Look at this shit.
I mean, in what way is this even on the level of the Castlevania game, much less Replaced or Prince of Persia or all the other games that we mentioned?
Don't even mention Silk Song.
I mean, that's all hand drawn too.
Yeah. I mean, I think being Santa Monica Studios, the one involved in this game, they could have done a much impressive work.
No. This is not done by Santa Monica.
Oh, it's not? Who is in here?
This is made
by who?
A studio called Mega Cat Studios.
Yeah. Look,
this is not God of War from Santa Monica.
Look, this looks like a budget indie game. PlayStation fan right there. Lycos 45 saying, I'm happy Castlevania got a new game in the series. Bro boy in the house, as I'm reading the messages, is dropping a 5 and he said, just jump in the show. Do you notice which devs are making the John Wick game? Is the one who did Space Marine 2? Yeah, the John Wick game, bro. We already talked about it. Day one for sure. I'm not even hesitating. That's a pre-order right there. I don't care. If it's bad, it's bad.
Saber Interactive.
Yeah, Saber. And I've been playing Space Marine 2 as well. And bro, actually that was the gameplay from last show. That shit is amazing.
No, Rockwolf, Santa Monica is only in the trailer because of the fact that God of War is their IP. That is it. They are no hand in making the game.
State of Play, Sanchez Gaming. State of Play was a C- for me. Nothing that made me want to buy a PlayStation, and I think that's one of the things that that is kind of sad to say. So let me see. Crimson Moon look cool. Piece of Rings and the Canadian. Let me see this. Jacoby, I missed this one. Jacoby, whatever. Shinobi Ops. I don't know. Y'all know me so well. Dreads need a Goku Gunner game. I was on mobile version the whole time. And what, like Sea of Stars? New Jack Gaming gives it a 7 out of 10. Shout out to you, man.
Like I said, as far as a gamer goes, if this is, what you're looking at is the games, it's an 8.5. They showed games. It's good games. And this giving Tenchu vibes, that was really, really surprising.
Yeah, and it's like tactics too, right? So I think that you would enjoy something like this, right?
I might.
Yeah. That doesn't look bad, bro.
As a PlayStation primary gamer, it drops down only a little bit. But, they're not showing first-party IPs. So, as a PlayStation owner, your expectation is less. And as a multi-platform owner, your expectation drops way low because you can get all these games either on your PC or Xbox or Switch, wherever you game, and they're catering to you as the fan.
Yeah.
They're not catering to PlayStation fans.
But at the same time, does it really matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think about a Power Buzz, does it really matter that your games are exclusive in order for you to buy the console or something? At the end of the day, what you really want to play is games. You don't care about none of that shit. So G may be here saying Castlevania is developed by the creators of Dead Cells. That game is going to play awesome. Yeah, Dead Cell is the truth. When it comes to Metroidvanias, Dead Cell is one of the best ones I play, straight up. And look, Rock Wolf Saints, that is incorrect. Santa Monica's involved in this. Their name was on the trailer. There might be a collaboration as well. But yeah, I did see the trailer saying Santa Monica at the beginning, so might be like a Saber also doing Hellraiser. I have no idea. Hellraiser is horror, so when it comes to horror games, I'm pretty lost.
Yeah, I'd have to look in to see if Saber's also doing Hellraiser or who's actually developing that one. It looks pretty good, though. I will say that.
Today is the first of back-to-back months with a Friday the 13th. Shit. The Archangel Nexus in the building. Hello, Papi. What's good? They say, what's good, my bros from another show. Miss y'all, man. Miss you too, homie. Should stop by sometime. Say hi. Jump in. Cook ponies. All that good shit. Holy crap. Yeah, man. I this game, bro, the chicken game was cool. Chicken game was cool. I gotta say it again. Let me see, because I'm looking at all the games. Oh, the Silent Hill Townfall. How do you like that one?
I will say it's a prequel to all of the Silent Hill games, how the town actually became the way it is. So that, I think, is going to make for an interesting story. It could be good. They do it right.
Yeah, I think the Silent Hill games are support. Them with supporting cockfighting. It sounds like all right. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. It just looks like I was saying Powerballs that it looks like the chicken from Family Guy. You know, like the mean chicken that gets into the fight with the Peter Griffin. Popeye Chicken looks like a good game. Yeah, he does, man. He does. Powerball, says Cena. What's going on, Cena? Long time no see. How you doing? Yeah. I don't know, bro. I think that as a game show, it was decent, but as a PlayStation show, it lacked the X factor that you think that PlayStation is going to bring. And it hasn't bring in years. I think it's been very noticeable. I think people don't really want to see it, the decline, but it's there. And especially when you compare it to, what Xbox is doing and even Nintendo. So I would say, man, y'all, just enjoy the show. We've seen some games. I'm happy as fuck that yesterday scrolling through Twitter, I've seen a bunch of games in my timeline. And I'm just happy that people took a break from console warring to, to celebrating games. Whether they like it or didn't like it, I just thought it was a cool thing to see new games, even some of the old ones that we thought that, like we got some release dates, we got some excitement and something to talk about when it comes to gaming. So I think in that sense, the show was very positive. And look, I got really nothing negative to say about the show in that sense. So I think the only one thing that could have been better was PlayStation. Coming up with like, maybe one or two games that they wanted to show, then maybe a little further out or something. Because that's what Xbox did. When they didn't have nothing, they were starting to work on some projects.
Oh, here's one you missed. Rev Noir. What did you think of this one? It's a game that hasn't been made in several years now.
What's the name?
Making. Rev Noir.
I never played this shit back in the day that I remember. But what is it about? Like a fighting game or
It's
RPG?
an anime game. It's an anime tactics game.
Oh, like Scarlet Nexus type game?
More like Final Fantasy Chronicles of Invulus.
Oh, okay. I mean, so far it doesn't look bad. It looks like a, like whatever. I just gotta see a little bit of the action and see what the gameplay is like. And it's probably gonna be a hack and slash with powers and shit, right? That's just what they do. But I mean, it might be cool. I've been enjoying, to be fair, Final Fantasy remake integrate more than you would like, Power Bus. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually in love with that game now. I'm actually in love with that game now. So I'm at the part that you go to Shinra.
So I'm gonna say this, okay? If you played the OG Final Fantasy VII, okay, there are so many things that's going to make you mad about this.
Yeah.
If this is your first Final Fantasy, you never played the original. You played 8, 9. None of them.
Yeah, not the first, but I didn't get to play 7 back in the day for whatever reason.
So for playing this as your first time and you like ARPGs, it is not a bad experience. It has flaws, but you're not going to notice them, especially compared to the OG. And the storyline for the first game is pretty faithful. Rebirth, however, is where it deviates and gets really bad.
Okay, I had to play Rebirth. It's coming now, and I already got it. My wish list. So I would say
go back and play the original Final Fantasy VII. It's on Steam.
He already have it. It came with the remake.
Right.
It came with the remake. Yeah. I've been dying to play it, but maybe I can hook it up and play via cloud or something. I think on my VR headset. I think that I'm gonna play like that. Yeah. But you know what? Games like Final Fantasy made me relax, lean back, enjoy the story, just go really slow. See the level of details and shit like that. It's just like a chill game that I've been enjoying because I'm really cherishing the free time that I get now. Okay, so sometimes I'm not in the mood to play something like Call of Duty because it's like, damn, it requires a lot of mental power and energy, and sometimes I'm too tired to go ahead and do my best. So in my downtime, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I'm almost got like 40 hours in it. I'm like at the part, I don't know, I don't want to spoil it, but I got to Shinra offices, and now I'm like going up the floors. I don't know if that's the end. Might be the end for this one. Might be. I think it's the end for this one. I think it's the end for. I'm close to finishing it. Maybe I got a good 10 more hours. I think. Yeah.
When you're in the Shinra building.
Yeah, that you're going up the floors. You finally make it to it. Yeah, I think that's the end.
No. There's one section after the Shinra building.
No way, bro. Actually, that's just long.
One more section.
So I got like
actually not as long as it should be.
So maybe I got maybe 15 hours, a good 15 hours.
Depending on where you are in the Shinra building,
I'm almost at the top. Almost at the top.
Maybe 5 to 10 hours left. Yeah.
I'm actually boosting though. I'm actually in there is like a training chamber. I'm doing all the challenges in there. But I finished like the first couple of challenges, but last night, but then I had to go to sleep and shit. But I think today I'll be done with all the challenges because I do want to play some other games like High on Life and then maybe do it in the weekend. Well, I mean, Saturday's fucked because it's St. Valentine's.
Speaking of, isn't
Won't be
High
able
on
to
Life
play.
2 out today?
Yeah, it's just shadow dropped.
Yep.
And it looks incredible.
Well, it was a shadow drop. They said it was going to drop today.
Well, yeah, but it just dropped on Game Pass. Yeah, it looks incredible. It looks incredible. I love the first one, even though I haven't finished it. I'm going to be real with you. I'm almost done with it. To be fair, I re-downloaded it when it came back to Game Pass and started playing it. Almost done with it. I might have maybe 2-3 hours left of gameplay in that one. Yeah, I want to knock it out of the park first, the first one, and then go ahead and jump straight into the second one, dude. We got Bro Boy with the 5 here saying PlayStation fanboys still console worrying about it, bragging about what games added on Xbox. It just shows to them that the box is more important than the games. Yeah. The box,
and I already
the sales,
that there's only 4 games that are not, or excuse me, 5 games that are not announced for Xbox.
But they will eventually come to Xbox, except for maybe God of War. But all of them will come to Xbox when the Magnus drops. Yeah, because that's happening. That's going to happen.
That's going to be able to play everything, and they're putting everything on Steam. So Xbox will be able to play Steam. There you go.
Golden Shower game. What game is that? I don't want to play that. Young Trusted Artist, I came here for the Evil Art demo today. Hell yeah, bro. I am, bro. Look, listen. All these ponies, bro. All these ponies, they ain't got shit to talk about. And that's just like, it's not even me being evil. That's just a fact, bro. P-Lump in the house. Dímelo, Bobby. P-Lump, homie. How you been? When you come into the show, hang out with me for a little bit. As a game show, it was okay. We already seen most of these games as a PlayStation show. It was a horrible PlayStation state of play. It's official. It was horrible. PlayStation is officially dead. Make it make sense. I have to agree with you, bro. Yeah, that's the same way we're looking at it. As a game show, it was okay, and as a PlayStation show, not the best. Not the best, honestly. G may be saying, how about For Loop? I love that shit. That shit I'm gonna be playing. But sadly, it's not announced for Xbox. It's on PC as well. But it would eventually come to Xbox because that's what always happened, bro. That's what always happened. Space Shot in the house saying, I'm happy if it was more of a game show than a console-specific show. The more this happens, the better it is for gamers. Shout out to you, and I agree with that. Yeah, this should be about the games and not about trying to sell you a system. And I do agree with that 100%. And in that sense, that's why we were able to enjoy it more. Because imagine if Sony PlayStation come out, all the games that we show are exclusive. That shit would have been shit. Like, everybody would like, okay, whatever. Like, what are we even tuning in? You know what I'm saying? Like, do we need to get a play? Like, is it really worth it to go ahead and get a PlayStation to play these games that eventually might come out? And as they come out, they might be either good or bad. We don't know. We're just seeing off of what we see in the show, and we give our opinion of what we're able to see. But getting your hands in the controller and playing the game is a total different vibe, which is why I'm giving Marathon the benefit of the doubt, because it might look like this, but maybe when I play it, it's better, you know? Maybe I'm on some crack or something, but whatever. I don't know, Plump. It was a lot of wishful dreaming over there yesterday. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of Evolve too. Let me see. Big ups to Demo for my new pastime game, Waifu Tactical Force. Shout out to you. Look, listen, if you need an invite for the beta, hit me up on Discord or DM me on Twitter, and then I'll send it to you because I do have a couple of invites. I can invite a couple of people to play the beta. Now, the thing about this game is when I tried to play it, I was only able to play one match because it looks like there's not a lot of people trying the game out. Okay, so that's the sad part about it, because I was like, damn, I was expecting to see more people playing it, but there wasn't really that many people playing. So I only got to play one match, and I definitely have fun with that match. I'm gonna keep it true. It was fun. Power Boss, I don't know what show you was looking at, but that show was horrible. Okay, Power Boss, clean your glasses. Clean your glasses. Okay, let me see. Kill Walker in the house, man. What is going on? Lycos 45 in the building saying, as a PlayStation showed, yeah, it was horrible, but for the games, I enjoyed it. And that's, it's definitely fair. I agree with that 100%. All these good games coming out on PlayStation, guys, still can keep Xbox out their mouth. Yeah, but they're not even playing like that, bro. Anna Official from Kick, what's going on? Was goody. Jules in the house saying pretty much for first party games was lacking, but third party is saving me. Yeah, it is. Third party games is really good, honestly. There is a difference between being a partnership show versus being a state of play. No, P-Lumps dropping the bars, man. They're still trying to show you a system. What do you think they still leave Xbox out the multi-plat trailers? And that's, it's getting annoying. And it's getting like, okay, so hold on. PlayStation. And what in the fuck is this in screen, honestly? Like big walk. Anyways, man, they need to stop it with that shit. Xbox already saying straight up on the show, this is coming to PlayStation, this is coming to that. Keep it real. Like, I think what PlayStation doing is coming because it's misleading people into thinking that a lot of these games are not, or these games are only playable on the PlayStation. And that's not true, and that's why,
What really what burns my biscuit about all of that too is the fact that when they show these on the PlayStation showcases, the games that like 007, The First Light, that was announced on an Xbox showcase. And all of a sudden, PlayStation has some sort of a different trailer to leave out the Xbox logo for some reason. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It's the studio that's sending it to PlayStation. Is PlayStation demanding that they take it out?
Yeah. And look, this is a perfect tweet that I got here from the one and only. And it says, the only thing I hate about State of Play are all the clowns from other communities salivating and poor begging. The only thing that makes me feel better about it are all the salty tears and pipe dreams that are inevitably shattered. Clowns never learn, just get a PlayStation 5. Okay, so with this statement, what he's trying to say is that people are poor begging, but in reality, nobody needs to poor beg because all these games are coming anyway. Like, Sony PlayStations, yeah, they poor beg for games like Indiana Jones and, all of that. They poor beg for, when this one came out, Tomb Raider, Son of Rome, all of that, all of those games, they poor beg it. But everybody understand that PlayStation games, nobody's expecting PlayStation games to go to other platforms. So as a result, nobody that I know of is, like poor begging for PlayStation games. Everybody knows.
PlayStation users are still poor begging for Starfield, coming up on 3 years now.
Yeah, they've been poor begging. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I've always said that Starfield should go. It's a great Bethesda game. Almost every single Bethesda game is multi-platform, especially the latest ones. And Starfield is a great game. It may not be the best game, but it was their least buggiest launch. It's moddable all to hell. I mean, there's an entire mod for Star Wars building in Tatooine as a whole new planet, and it's done really well. And it's not even finished yet. And then the only reason why I think it's not going is strictly because of the mod space. And that is literally my whole argument. I'm not saying that it shouldn't go. I'm not saying keep it exclusive forever. No. Let it go to the PS5. I just feel it's not because of one specific reason.
Okay, listen. Looking at Saros, I know they're making like the following up to Returnal is not the same. They're making a third-person shooter. What does this game remind you of? And I'm gonna look it up for you, but like, bro, I just looked at the trailer. Oh my god. Check it out. Okay. Okay, hold on. Damn. Do you remember this game? Do you remember this game? New Saddles gameplay. This is a new Saddles gameplay, Power Boss. I just noticed this.
Huh? What game is that? It does look familiar. Why do
you remember this game? That drop on Game Pass day one? Outriders? I just noticed fucking Saddles play like Outriders. That's crazy to think about. Look at the fucking
the only difference is
everything.
It's melee versus a bullet hell.
Yeah. This is like more like close quarter and shit. But it's literally like, I mean,
interesting.
Super interesting. Out there to say this shit has more action, but I mean, what do I know? What do I know? So yeah, like the expectations for Saddles, I never had them. I don't know if Sony PlayStation were expecting the game to be super special, but it's not like we haven't seen shit like that before. I mean, I'm just saying, dude. You almost thought it was the same game for a second, huh?
No, I could tell the difference in the art style just a tad, just enough.
Check it out.
But yeah, there's so many similarities. It's not even funny. And that was the canceled game.
No. Outriders actually dropped in Game Pass. Yeah. Outriders dropped on Game Pass.
But yeah, it's very, very close to Outriders, definitely.
Yeah. I have Outriders here. Let me show you.
Wow.
Let me see if I can get another. Let me see. And this is by Square Enix, by People Can Fly, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. You see? This is fucking nuts, bro. I just noticed this. Look. Look.
Yeah, like I said, the only difference is in Outriders, all the enemies are melee, whereas...
I'm sorry, which one?
Well, there's some enemies that shoot in Outriders. There's a lot of enemies that shoot. But yeah, I mean...
I never played it, so I wouldn't know.
If you want to play Saddles early, download Outriders. I think it's still on Game Pass. And there you have it. I mean, no shade. I actually enjoy this game. Outriders. I actually like it. So as a result, I might even pick up Saddles, but not because of PlayStation told me. It's because I like this type of shit. But I don't know, bro. You guys let me know on that in the comments. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? But even the fucking look, John Dress said it here. That's funny. I was just thinking about this. That's funny, but the attacks look similar. Yeah, the game, but I mean, Outriders was gory and all of that. Saddles is none of that. Look at this. Even the animations, some of them, like the way that they move around and shit. Yeah, Outriders was kind of fun with somebody, definitely. By yourself, this shit was ass. But if you had some homies that you were pushing objectives and shit, like, yeah, it was fucking cool. Yeah. Juice is like flabbergasted. She's like, what the fuck? I almost thought it was the same game for a second. It's insane. Well, I mean, enough about this shit, bro. Enough about this shit. But yeah. Crazy shit, man. That's the PlayStation fragrance right there for you guys. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this show.
So glad right now we know that Xbox has 3 more upcoming shows at least.
Mm-hmm.
They've got the ID at Xbox for the indie devs. They've got the June showcase and then the winter showcase. And there's also supposed to be a rumored second dev direct at some point next month.
Yep.
That's rumored. That's not confirmed.
Listen, at this point, I'm happy with what they're getting now up to June, because we're getting games now before we're getting Forza in May. We just got High on Life dropped on Game Pass. And all these games that I've been dropping on Game Pass, I don't know if you've checked out Game Pass lately, but I gotta give it to them. They've been giving, you know what I'm saying? Like good games. And I'm just gonna share my screen here and I'm gonna show you the shit that they've been putting out. And it's just like, I've been rocking with it. They just look just now, just added Kingdom Come Deliverance. I know this shit go for like $2 or something, but it's nice. We got High on Life, Roadside Research that I want to check it out and play more. Entropy Effect, which is another Metroidvania. Diablo 2 Resurrection. We got Star Sun Island, another cozy building game. We got Relooted, that was heavily criticized for being woke or whatever on Steam, and people didn't want to play or whatever. What was in Game Pass? Did you like this shit? Go play it. The First Descendant with like perks and shit. I don't know, Game Pass. Madden 26. They got a Menace, which is like I had to check this one out. I actually haven't seen this one. It's like an RTS type game. You might like this one. Look, it's a space RTS type shit. You might like this shit.
I think I have it downloaded.
You have it downloaded? Okay. Then we got Championship, Paw Patrol. We got Pirate Like a Yakuza, Final Fantasy 2, Indica, that I heard that is interesting, Space Marine, My Sims. And it's just like this one, Anno Muta, whatever, it looks cool. It looks like a retro type shit. Talos Prince, like Ninja Gaiden, Death Stranding, Mayo. Like, man, they've been dropping shit, dude. I mean, not to cop, not to whatever, but it's just true, bro. I've been enjoying the shit that I've been getting on Game Pass lately. I'm just being honest. And I will continue to do so, bro. And until I'm going to rock with it until the wheels fall off, until they start giving me content that I enjoy. But so far, there's a bunch of games to check out. Not a moment of boredom in my life.
I know why I thought that Entropy Effect looks so good. It's from the same people who make BlazBlue, a fighter game that you might enjoy that's hand-drawn anime, Street Fighter style.
Oh, shit. So, yeah, this one, it doesn't have a video. It has a video, like a trailer? Let me see.
Not in the Xbox Game Pass app, no.
No, it doesn't have a... Yeah, but it's like a side-scroller type shit. It looks cool. Yeah.
It's a fighter, yeah.
Yeah. And, man, I don't know, bro. It's just like... having a good time with gaming, bro. I don't know about how you guys feel about it, boy. I've been having a great time. Not a moment like that I'm playing and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what to play. Like if I show you my desktop, it's insane right now. Like a bunch of games that I got available almost for free. Almost for free, because I've been picking games up. I picked up the other day Green Hell for like $2. $2 on Steam, and it's a fucking cool ass game, dude. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is crazy that people are telling you that you need to go ahead and buy a PlayStation to enjoy games. PC gamers may post on Twitter saying with article title High Guard flop. It got community noted that simply say High Guard flop. Sorts IGN. Holy shit! Shout out for the 5. And yeah, before we go, we need to talk about High Guard. Last topic, Power Boss, because they did put out a statement. I don't know if you've seen that shit. And we're gonna go really quickly and check out what they had to say. But yeah, I saved it here. I hope they didn't delete it, but it was kind of long what they did. Let me see, because I did put more. There you go. There we go. Let me share my screen real quick. And this is exactly what's going on out in the gaming industry, and why I believe that developers are a little bit out of touch what the gamers want, right? We got Josh Sobo. Apparently he's somebody from the studio. I don't know if he's the director or somebody important in Wildlight, which is the studio who made High Guard, right? So he's reflecting on shipping my first game, High Guard. And it's like start off with saying apologies for the length. I've been waiting to say a lot of this for a while. The day leading to the Game Awards 2025 was amongst the most exciting of my life. After 2.5 years of passionately working on High Guard, we were ready to reveal it to the world. The
I want
future
to stop you right there.
Right.
So right there, that's a load of crock. Because they themselves said that they did not want to show it at the Game Awards. They wanted to shadow drop it. They didn't want any publicity, any spotlight put on, and Jeff Keighley decided to do it anyway.
Exactly.
So that right there's a load of crock.
But at the same time, you gotta admit your game, you had nothing planned for your game, and all of a sudden you get a call from Keighley saying, "Hey, I want to show your game." You feel me? You will be excited too, and I think every game developer could be excited about that shit too. But I'm saying everyone I knew who had any connection to the Team project had the same sentiment. Look here, everyone I knew who had a connection to the Team project had the same sentiment. This is lightning in the bottle, meaning that it's super cool. I trust this team wholeheartedly. If there's one project nobody in the industry is worried it will fail, it's yours. This has Main Street hit written all over. No way this will flop. I could play this game all day. Yeah. Have you tried showing anything that you do to your mom? You know, have your mom ever told you you're beautiful, but in reality, you look yourself in the mirror and you're an ugly fuck? You know what I'm saying? People who love you, people who know you on a personal level, they rock with you, bro. You know, they will tell you, man, like, yeah, like, keep trying. This shit is good. Yada, yada. You feel me? But, man, you got to look for people who don't know you and take the criticism that they give you, because it's like 100 people know you and they cool with you, but the rest of the world don't know who the fuck you are, you know? So they're not going to treat you the same. This is like a wakey. We are in the real world. And just because I'm your friend, I'm not going to tell you that you have a booger in your nose, right? That's literally what it is. Your friends didn't tell you had a booger in your nose, your shirt wasn't tucked properly or something. That's exactly how I see it. Say what you say, man.
Shout out to Doc Dark in the chat.
Dímelo, Doc Dark, papi. Best state of play ever. Guaranteed.
I watched your video this morning, Doc, and I was dying laughing.
Yeah. No, he's killing with Tony the Pony.
No, he wasn't even Tony the Pony.
Oh shit.
He was angry, Doc.
Oh shit. I had to watch that one. Shout out to Doc Dark, man. But yeah, man, like, okay, they continue to say, okay, so they were getting good feedback from people who had a connection to the team. Okay. This is the problem. First problem. The internal preview feedback, even from the unbiased sources, was quite positive. Unbiased sources. I mean, I don't know what unbiased sources you got, but I mean, and when it was negative, it was constructive and often actionable. People who played the game, including us, had a blast. Okay, shit, you made a game and you enjoy it. Okay, good. And since we were an independent self-published studio built with royalties in mind, many of us were hoping this could finally be the thing that broke the millennial financial course. Okay, but then the trailer came out and it was all downhill from there. Right. The minute that the trailer came out, as a game developer, you have to be responsible. You have to be responsible. The reception wasn't good. What do we do? Oh, shit. You know what? Let's take a step back. Listen, guys, we showed you something we thought it was cool. Didn't hit. Let's put an open beta out there. Let's give it early access and let's build the game together. I think that was probably going to be the better approach.
The worst part about it is for 2 months after the Game Awards, they said nothing. No open play tests, no feedback that, hey, this is what we're going to have. This is what we're doing. They were dead silent. And they still came out. So they didn't get no feedback at all from the rest of the gaming outside of whoever they know who had a connection to the team. So what outside unbiased sources they had, nobody really knows.
Right.
And again, your best friend is not going to tell you unless they're a true best friend, that you're doing something wrong, that you're screwing up.
And look, also the circle, your friend circle, might not be, like aligned with general public opinion. Okay, because I mean, you guys might be into fucking what is it like this tabletop game that everybody plays. You might have a group of friends that love Dungeons and Dragons, and they play every fucking Friday.
There's only 2 or 3 main ones, which is Warhammer, Dungeons and Dragons, and
okay, just to give an example, you play this shit with your group of friends. This is your shit. This is what you like. That doesn't mean that everybody likes to play that shit, dude. That you are not the world. I'm sorry. And look, this part here breaks my heart. The hate started immediately, in addition to dogpiling on the trailer. I personally came under fire to my night, whatever, on Twitter, which almost all of my known former co-workers have learned to avoid doing their previous game launches. After setting my Twitter account to private to protect my sanity, listen, to protect your sanity, no, to fuck your team over. This is what you did. Like, if you ignore all the things that people said and went ahead and continued thinking that you had something when everybody was telling you this is not gonna hit. You know, a lot of, like, many content creators made videos and posts about me and my cowardice, amazing millions of views and inadvertently sending hundreds of angry gamers into my replies. They laughed at me for being proud of the game, told me to get out the McDonald's applications, and mocked me for listing having autism in my bio, which they seem to think was evidence the game will be woke trash. All this was very emotionally taxing. Okay, I don't rock with the fact that people made fun of him being autistic, but I don't like the fact that he turned off his replies to save his sanity. Saving your sanity and screwing up your team, bad movement. There is much constructive criticism that can be and has been said about how I got trailer, marketing, and launch, but I don't think it's my place to commentate on that. Listen, there was no issue with the marketing. The game wasn't gonna hit because it wasn't up to par with the shit they show on the Game Awards. In the Game Awards, the one more thing is something fucking exciting. You know, something that you'd be like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? But you guys decided to show a free-to-play game that nobody knew about. And, you know, it's just like the game lacked that X factor. Like, it didn't look cool. I couldn't even get my homies to try out.
You know what's really funny, Demo, about everything? Highguard is literally just another name for Overwatch.
Oh, really?
Guard watch.
Wow. Yeah. Literally. Yeah, it's literally the same shit. Yeah. That's a synonym. Okay. Within minutes, it was decided the game was dead on arrival, and creators now had a free rage bait content for a month. Every one of our videos on social media got downvoted to hell. Comment section were flooded with copy and paste meme phrases such as Concord 2 and Titanfall 3 died for this. At the launch, we received over 14K review bombs. No. Hold on. Let me correct you here. Not 14K review bombs. 14K negative reviews of people who tried your game and didn't like it. Because if people tried the game and they like it, they'll be like, yo, bro, y'all crazy. This shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? But the majority of people agree that this game wasn't good. I mean,
I will say, if it was being review bombed, it wouldn't have had 100,000 players at launch.
Yeah, it had 100,000 players at launch.
Just saying.
I think this is 100,000 players more than they should have, because I mean, Geoff Keighley literally saved them some way, somehow, helped them to gather a little bit of money, because this game without Keighley would have died. It would have been like a game that you never heard of before. And I might show it one day here in the stream, like, oh, I found this cool game or whatever, like, that you can do this shit. But if, you know, I don't know, it's crazy. From users with less than an hour of playtime, many didn't even finish the required tutorial. Yeah, but like, I think that as a consumer, when you put on the game, I can decide. You know what I'm saying? You know what's bad? A bad review of a game that you play for 100 hours and you give it a bad review. That right there tells you the person was mad about something, but he enjoyed the game for at least 50 hours. You know what I mean? The other 50 hours he played was mad probably, but that doesn't mean the whole time it sucked, because when he sucks the whole time, you turn it off right away. You're like, oh shit, I'm not playing this shit. And that's exactly what happened. Okay, so in discussion online about High Guard Concord 2 XKO, which didn't flop. I mean, the game is literally new. It's a fighting game, free to play. And, you know, they have been already, what should I call it, like layoffs and shit in the studio. But, I mean, the game's still new, you know? I mean, it's a fighting game. It's way more niche, you know? So we'll see. But not yet. And such.
Now,
and
I will say, I had negative thoughts about High Guard, but I also gave proper criticism of 3 points that they could do to infinitely make High Guard better.
Yeah.
And actually survive.
I believe that what really killed High Guard is the fact that it doesn't look cool. I couldn't get my boys to jump in. Oh, let's play High Guard. No, thank you. Why not? Doesn't look cool. That's it. Simple. Doesn't matter if it's whatever. It doesn't look cool. That's it.
The graphics were fine.
It's just
not an update that made it stable, but it tried to do too many things at once. Now they have all those things in there. All I said was they should separate them out into different game modes. That's it. If you want to play, plant the bomb, defuse the bomb, make that a game mode on its own. If you wanted to play the looter shooter Fortnite style where you have to mine the crystals, go ahead. If you wanted to have a shop, make some other way of making money, like killing your opponents and going off of a time limit of a game or something like that. Don't try to put all three of the mechanics together, because the chests negate the shop. The shop negates the chests. The fact that you have to mine and reinforce and do all this other stuff, and there's also the base detonation mode. Separate all that out. You don't need that. Have a game mode where there's just life counters and counting down like in Battlefield. They have all of this in High Guard, and it could be a really good contender. The problem is they stuck them all into one game mode and didn't separate them out. So it's a mess. They took parts from all these different genres of games, Rainbow Six, Fortnite, and they just jammed it all together and said, hope it works. The maps are too large, and they did the 5v5. They said it's a game mode that's now permanent. Good. That was feedback given them. The maps were too large for 3v3.
Yeah, making smaller or add 5v5 or 4v4. I don't know. Make it so that you have like something like a spawn beacon that you can spawn closer to the action. Something like that, because I played it, and the times that I got killed, I had to respawn all the way back in the base. I've been playing Ascendant. Ascendant looks incredible, and it has sort of like the same concept as High Guard. Okay, so basically in Ascendant, you're fighting for biocores. Okay, you get the biocore, you run it back to your base. It's almost like capture the flag. Okay, when you are on your base, you put the core in your base, and you have to defend your base from people. And there's like 3 teams of 3 people fighting in the map. It's like sort of like a battle royale, 3v3, and everything has 3 people, and there's 3 teams, which makes it like, wow. And on top of that, they have like random shit that happen that you can vote for at the beginning of the match. Like maybe you have a drum that drops stuff. Maybe the store becomes everything free in the store after a halftime or some shit like that.
That's another thing, Demo. There's how many maps in the game? Like 3, 4, 5?
I don't know.
And literally there's no way to choose the map. It's just completely random filling.
Yeah. Easy.
So that was another thing.
Yeah. Shout out to GB Mac with the 5. He says the state of play was good. No thanks to Sony though. Konami and Capcom carried the show 150%. So yeah, man,
more than half the show.
It's crazy. G maybe said, look, one of the dudes said there was so much content he looked forward to releasing. Maybe the game released in a complete state instead of intentional withholding it, it would have came out better. Yeah, I would say if you're gonna release a game that is incomplete and you feel like you haven't given it all the things that you wanted to do in the game, I think the best way is utilize early access. Drop your game in early access.
And don't forget, Demo, I think it was last week when we talked about it, they had a roadmap that was literally planned out for the whole year, dropping new content either the first half of one month or the second half of the second month or somewhere in between. They literally had something every single month for the rest of this year.
Which was good. But it's
Nice
like,
plan.
yeah, nice plan. But you had to deliver, bro. And I think my main problem with the game is like it didn't look cool. I didn't enjoy the setting. My friends, the people who I played with, I know they're not the whole world, right? But they're my circle. They didn't want to try it. They say, why don't we play Space Marine? Why don't we play Halo? Why don't we play Call of Duty? Rank just drop. Why don't we play? You know what I'm saying? Like all their games out there that have multiplayer and and it's just like it was hard for them to draw all players from all the games to just play that. And then on top of that, when you play, I try out demos on Steam that have more features than this game. Like you going to the tutorial that they call it a tutorial. Tutorial was ass. Like nobody would shoot back. I'm playing Ascendant right now, and it's a game that doesn't even have like the same budget or nothing. And they have a tutorial that show you how to play the game, and they have a fucking shooting range. They have a dome that you go in there and everybody in the lobby fights in that dome while they wait for games. So that makes it wow, like, okay, we're waiting for a game to happen or to start, but we are in the meantime warming up. We're trying out the guns, abilities, and shit like that. And they didn't even have that, So, and then when you go ahead and you pitch, 3v3 in a big map, and then on top of that, you have to build your base or reinforce. You got a store that you have to buy. You have to break crystals and shit like that. It's just like, it's like way too much, man. It didn't appeal, sadly, and I'm kind of sad about it because I mean, obviously, I know having another cool game to play is what we want, but you can't beat this out of touch. Let everybody know, dog. I'm making a game. Try it out. Don't believe your homeboys. Don't believe your girlfriend. Don't believe your family members. Show it to the world. Throw it out there for the lions and see if they're gonna bite. Because if you are stuck into thinking that, oh, my homeboy told me this shit is cool, your homeboy might not even be cool himself. And I think this is the case that happened here. They thought they had something mainstream. And also, I want to add too, this game lacked the cool factor. The I don't know. It looked like I don't know, like a soy game. Like we want steak, they gave us soybeans. And it also had to compete with games like Apex Legends. Like it's literally, you couldn't even compete with Titanfall 2. I bet, it raises the question too. They want to utilize everything to their advantage, or the cloud that they have and their connections, but it ended up being worse for the game, doing more harm than good. Because you say off the get-go, from the creators of Titanfall, and you show me a fucking Godfall with ponies and guns, the fuck? We weren't expecting that. I was expecting something cool, hi-fi, a sci-fi with movement and crazy abilities.
Not to mention the crazy abilities that they had, unique to each character. The guy throwing down the trident, the one person who can set a forward respawn point if you choose that character. Nobody fucking knows what they do. Excuse my language.
Yep. G maybe got a question. Why do they want us to ride ponies? We got Cage the Cunning Linguist in the house saying, as soon as I saw the Concord Killmonger haircut, I cracked out laughing and I knew it was there. That's another thing. The characters didn't look appealing. Not even the main one, that it was like the one with the lance that is everywhere. He looked generic, bro. I made better characters, bro, in my fucking games. Look, I'm gonna show you my character in Ascendant. I've been dying. I've been really, really, really enjoying that game, dude. But check it out. Look, this game had no cloud, no budget like these people did. None of that. And hold on, actually. God damn it. Let me show you real quick. Got it. I'm gonna show you Ascendant how it is. This is free to play on Steam and is an ongoing beta. Check it out.
Overtime has started. Resurrection stations are now offline.
Okay, the music I stopped it because of the copyright, but check it out. This is a character. You can make a character. You can undress it completely if you want. I know it's a good ship or whatever. They give you the choice. Look at the gunplay. Look, you're playing against an android. You're shooting cool guns. Look at the animations, bro. You healing, right? Like, come on, man. Like, you know, you're fighting big monsters. You're fighting NPCs. You're fighting people. Like, there's not a dull moment. You get the loot. You get the core. Take it to your base. And it's almost like you are a football player. You run faster with it. You got cool snipers. Come on. You grab it, you put the core in there, now you have to defend. And that's how it is. And if you look at the lines,
so noisy.
Proceed to home
like I feel represented in this game. My character is Latina, so look.
Michael eliminated. He's so noisy. Like little baby. It is close.
Yeah, I get it. It's a stereotype, but it's funny. It's funny. You're like, you know, you're noisy. She's got the exaggerated accent, and then she's like baby, you know, like it's fun shit. I don't know. It's just
the last note that I want to put out about Marathon. They gave that list not too long ago about how many big name voice actors that they have that are going to be supposedly somewhere in the game. When have you ever heard any of the characters talk in Marathon and any of the trailers that we've seen?
On what? On Marathon? Do
So
they have like
all these voice lines recorded by all these big name actors. They got Jennifer English. They've got I don't know, a couple of they had like a list of 20 something names. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but where are all these voices inside the game? Because so far they've shown us none of the voices in the game.
We'll see. Maybe AI. But look at this shit. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You see? You're playing with the cool characters. You got cool guns. It's a nice environment. You're going for the cores, trying to bring them back to your base. Games has beautiful colors. Nothing crazy graphically, but it looks good. You're fighting NPCs and monsters along the way. They got drones. They got cyborgs. They got like little monsters that they spawn based on the stage of the match that you are too. You got little wildlife in there. The guns shoot good. It's just like fun. And it's just, you know, it doesn't, I don't know. I don't think this game is going to do better than Hardguard, but I'd rather play something like this than Hardguard straight up. And you don't have to ride ponies. You can get a freaking vehicle and shit like that. I don't know, man. And it's free to play. This game is going to be free to play. So, you see? I don't know. It's just what it is, man. Demo for real. I created Lilith in every game, and I make them better than a character created than a professional made game. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like kind of crazy to think about it. Look, yeah. Game is cool. I like it, man. So yeah, man, let's end it here. We went a little bit over the top because we had an extra topic that I thought that it was important to cover. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming. Y'all already know the deal. It's your boy, Demo Flow, checking out.
Yeah,
Ra, yo, Chico, boy, Ra, hey, Demo Flow Gaming.
Boom, boom, I'm back.
Ra,
Toma, boom, boom, boom.
Listen, yo, Chico in the house, papi. Dale, yeah. Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over here, ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over there.
Yeah.
Ponies over there. Yeah. ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there, ponies over there, ponies over there, ponies over here, ponies over there. I smell caca, ponies everywhere. They don't play no games, only do their console sales. It's because ponies ain't got shit to tell. Ask about the best, bet I haven't played. That's what I hear the ponies tell me every day. Ponies be so silly, but I had no pity. They dissed it for the decade, but now Xbox leady. Now they got no games, karma is so weird. You wish that on Xbox you even volunteer. Instead of play with Smith, filled with PC ports. Third-party games ain't your pony love. Waiting for Forza that's almost 5 years old. Copying for remasters, damn that shit is cold. Do it for the plastic and all the pony blow. That's why Sony got you spending all your dough.